Hey Motoroids, this is Amit Changani welcoming you in yet another detailed first impressions video, this time for the cool new Ford Freestyle crosshatch. Before we start, don't forget subscribing to the channel for the latest updates from one of India's most loved auto content outlets. All done? Let's get going. Ford India has unveiled its Figo-based crossover-ish hatch for India. The new car gets a more muscular look, higher ground clearance and other visual bits to give it an outdoorsy look meant to appeal to young millennials with an active lifestyle. The Ford Freestyle will compete with the likes of the Hyundai i20 Active, Honda WR-V and Toyota Etios Cross when it's launched. In the first look, the car looks handsome and by what the company tells us is pretty well equipped too. So should you be waiting before you buy in the segment? Let's find out. The Freestyle will come powered by Ford's all-new 3-cylinder 1.2-litre TI VCT Dragon Series petrol engine and a trusted 1.5-litre TDCI diesel motor as well. The petrol engine is said to be small, light and claimed to deliver great mileage, although the numbers are not shared yet. The 1.2-litre petrol engine will dish out 96 PS of peak power, which is actually best in class, and 120 Nm of torque. The 1.5-litre TDCI diesel engine with 100 PS of peak power and 215 Nm of torque will also be available. The engines will be mated to a 5-speed manual transmission and may also get an auto. The Ford Freestyle, although based on a hatch, tries to mimic SUVs to radiate a very rugged look. The Freestyle uses design elements common to more expensive mini SUVs. It gets a unique grille with a 3-dimensional mesh which looks brawnier than the Figo. The surface of the car also gets straight lines moving from front to the rear for muscular looks. The front bumper of the vehicle has an integrated skid plate and sculpted fascia sections to add some more beef. To underline its rugged character, the Freestyle gets black plastic undercladding all around, satin silver roof rails and substantially more muscular bumpers up front and at the rear. On the sides, there are new 15-inch alloy wheels along with new graphics to differentiate it properly from the Figo hatch. The headlamps on the car are blacked out with high contrast and are complemented by fog lamp bezel. There is no LED DRL here though, nor is there a projector headlamp, and these two bits are big omissions for a car which is supposed to carry big visual character. The windshield is rigged to add a sense of speed and motion to the car. At the rear, the Freestyle gets an athletic stance and some nice detailing in the tail lamps. The Ford Freestyle also gets 15 mm higher ground clearance as compared to the Figo hatchback, along with a wider track. It also gets a lighter steering wheel and a reworked suspension which is much plusher than the hatch. This is essentially to make city driving easier and more comfortable. The Freestyle will come pretty well equipped in terms of safety features. It will get up to 6 airbags on the top of the line titanium variant. The Freestyle will also get active rollover protection or ARP to prevent the car from tipping over. Along with the electronic stability control, the ARP system will be able to automatically detect potential rollover situations by applying brakes to individual tires and decrease engine torque. TCS, ABS with EBD and uniquely tuned EPAS or electric power steering are some of the other salient features. Inside the cabin, the car will share its bits with the upcoming Figo and Aspire facelifts. The big highlight here is the new touchscreen infotainment system. The new infotainment system comprises of a 6.5-inch touchscreen along with Ford Sync 3, which is Android Auto and Apple CarPlay compliant, and also identifies voice commands. The instrument console comprises of an analog setup for speedo and tacho with a digital MID for all the driving related information. The gear shifter is from the Figo and Aspire, although the gearbox underneath is all new. The car also gets keyless engine start-stop, a 3-spoke steering and lots of chrome accents inside the cabin. The space inside remains the same as the Figo with nicely crafted, comfortable and supportive seats. Boot space inside the Freestyle is also expected to be the same as the Figo. The Ford Freestyle will be launched in the second quarter of 2018, that is between April and June. The prices of the car will be announced then. The expected price of the new Ford Freestyle should range between Rs 5.5 to 8.5 lakh ex-showroom depending on the variant you choose. Stay tuned for a detailed review of the car when it's launched. Do subscribe to Motoroids for the latest and most detailed auto updates and reviews. Until next time, rev hard, rev free and drive safe.